before we get started, folks, make sure you hit the pause button. Okay, go down below. There's a Rumble link. Go over to Rumble and follow us over there. QFS1776.com is, without question, the holy grail of what's to come. Okay, T-shirts. You got to get yourself decorated. This way people will ask you, what is XRP? What is the quantum financial system? What is this? What is that? And you send them where? To QFS1776.com, where they need to immerse themselves, because we're going to burn down this system down to the ground. And out of the ashes will rise the phoenix. There'll be nothing to go back to. Believe me when I tell you that. Also, our Telegram groups down below. If you want to learn what's coming and you're sort of a little scared, I understand. Believe me, I was there too at one point. And if you need more than $10,000 worth of XRP or $1 million worth of XRP, you come see me. Send me an email at QFS1776@gmail, and we'll get you as much as you want. Gold and silver. Welcome to CarminesGold.com. Don't waste not even a second looking. Cheaper prices just don't exist. How important is it for you to own gold and silver right now? What does it mean to me personally? There's an economy that's about to crash beyond what words can explain. In 5 words, I'm going to educate you on gold and silver. Are you ready? You need to own some. Simple.
Hello, everybody. It's Michael Jacob with Unleashing Intuition Secrets. Joined today by Mel Carmine. He is the XRP king. He is like just nailed XRP. And we're going to talk about XRP, crypto as a whole, where it's going, the Trump entry into the space, what that's going to look like, what Trump's going to look like, what it's going to look like going forward for a lot of things with Trump. I have a lot of people coming on talking about that, Mel. So how have you been?
Good. Doing great. Can't wait to see you and your beautiful wife at the Quantum Summit coming up here March 8th. March 9th is going to sneak up on us pretty quickly. And it seems that, I just went to the opening movie, XRP Unleashed in Atlanta. It was a great movie, great documentary. Yeah. We might be doing potentially one here, an opening here in Cape Canaveral at some point. We'll make an announcement here in the next few weeks. So you can come. Maybe we'll do a Saturday and a Sunday. We'll probably sell out all the seats both days. It's a very impressive documentary that paints a picture of how evil the SEC and Gary Gensler and all these people who run the government are. Obviously, I think Donald Trump is going to come in, and because DOGE stands for what? Department of Government Efficiency. They're going to shrink down the government. I was watching yesterday, Zero Hedge, and they're using words like Trump is coming in and with Elon Musk, and they're going to drastically, and they're emphasizing these words, drastically reduce the size of the federal government. Whoa, gee, that sounds a little bit like Nassar Jassar, even though they're not going to call it that. We know that. But that's exactly what it is. I mean, they're talking about getting rid of the Federal Reserve by 50% just for starters. They're talking about, the IRS being gone, the FTC, the SEC. These government agencies aren't here to protect you. If they can prove to us that they're here to protect the little people.
Most recent shows where you said you have seen many buildings that were former IRS buildings that are basically vacant and got fences around them and guards around them. How many of those?
Mr. Sanchez is guarding the empty buildings. There's 2 hectares of parking lots, and there's nobody coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Nobody's coming in for breakfast. Nobody's going out for lunch. Where is everybody? People are saying, well, Mel, you're telling me this stuff, but I'm being audited. You're being audited by a scumbag law firm posing as the IRS. As they exit stage left, they're trying to collect as much money as possible. So we have a lot of fraud going on in the United States. There's no 87,000 agents. That's a bullshit story to stress you out, keep you stressed out, and have cause oxidative stress in your system. And then you have to come see me and hang out and staying alive for a little bit so that we can rebuild those cells and make you feel healthy again. You know what I mean? Right?
So, yeah, your E system is doing really well. When I was there for your last event, I've been in that before it was public. That is an incredible system. I love going through. I'm going to buy some of that for my home eventually. Like you, I'm going to open up my own little place. But that's amazing that you're doing really well with that, and all the success that you're having with that. People that are having that C in the front of the word and the R at the end going away. Incredible stories.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we have the smoking gun of smoking guns. We got it in spades. We got documentation. One of our clients by the name of Julie Eaton, who lives down in Key Biscayne, she comes up. She stays up for an entire month. First of all, her brother had 2 strokes. Her face was half paralyzed. Couldn't talk properly. And stayed there for 2 months, every day, overnight for 2 months. We completely reversed that. Couldn't walk properly, couldn't talk properly. Now his speech is back to normal. He's bodybuilding at the gym. I mean, literally completely a different person.
Wow.
When you see the before and afters. She went to an independent lab. And at the independent lab, if anybody out there understands what the telomeres are, right? The telomeres are your body clock. When those telomeres get shorter and shorter and shorter and they disappear, you disappear, you expire, right? So we have conclusive evidence. Her telomeres were 8.2. Now they're 10.82. That is a tremendous growth. Now, so we could proudly pound our chest and say we have age reversal or life extension technology in Cape Canaveral, and we have the documentation. This is the biggest smoking gun we could put out there. Look, the testimonials, if you go to Staying Alive Now, we spell it with a double E, and you go down and you watch the testimonials. If they don't knock you off your chair, nothing will. I mean, look, I understand we're going after against the grain. We're going against the guys that think you need to take the stuff that's in a little brown bottle that doesn't work and keep you in a zombie-like state. We know this, okay? So we know that the new medicine of tomorrow is going to be frequency, energy, and vibrations. That's it, okay? And we're just slowly getting to something called the celestial chambers. A lot of you guys call them med beds. They're real. This information is being leaked out. At the end of the day, I would love Donald Trump to jump into one of those things and regress him to about 45 years old,
no doubt.
And let him go for, a 20-year run. That would be nice, right? And then have Eric Trump take over, right? I think that's the way we need to move, by the way, not to get, too political with your folks, but I think Eric Trump is groomed to be the next president of the United States. We don't want J.D. Vance. I know, he's a career politician. We don't trust career politicians. We trust people who are business people that know how to run a multi-billion-dollar corporation or a multi-hundred-billion-dollar corporation like the Trump Corporation. So we need to bring in somebody. If you watch the interview with him on PBD, Patrick Bet-David, about 3 weeks ago, absolutely he is scaled to become the next president of the United States. And you and I and all the podcasters out there are going to get behind that because I trust him. Why? Because he's going to get the best consigliere in the world. Who's a better consigliere than Donald J. Trump? It's like, hey, if you go to, say, hey, Dad, I got a problem when he's president. I got a situation. I can either move this way, or this way. Which option would you take? He'll say, no, don't take any one of those. Take it this way, right? Because he's the best at what he does. He's a strategist. He's a 17D chess player. We're going to get the probably a run with this presidency that's very much unlike 2020. And I'll tell you why, or 2016 when he ran and he had all these people against him. Imagine if people that were against him were for him and encouraged him instead of being against him with the Russia, and the Russian hookers peeing on him and all the bullshit, right? Now he's got 30 committees, from what I understand, right, ready to kick ass. One committee is going to immediately close down the border. And to be quite honest with you, the border's already been closed down by the Mexicans. The Mexicans are already peeing in their pants because they realize, we're dealing with El Capo di tutti capi, right? The boss of all bosses, right? So everybody's calling line. Everybody's calling him on the phone, say, hey, Mr. Trump, I'd like to get in line and kiss your pinky ring, because they know this is the Teflon Don, right? It's unbelievable what's getting ready to happen. So they got committees, even with channels like, Rumble and YouTube and all these channels that they thought that they can get away with, infringing on people's free speech and not allowing the Michael Jacobs of the world to grow as fast as you should grow. You should be in the millions. I should be in the millions, but somebody has control over that. You don't think Donald Trump is going to send a bunch of guys in there and say, listen, Donald Trump sent me, and here's the deal. You're not allowed to negotiate with me. We're going to tell you what to do. And if you don't do what we tell you to do, we're taking over your platform and we're putting in some patriot programmers, and you no longer own YouTube. You feeling me? So it's not like you can continue to stifle people and suppress people's speech. You're not going to be able to do that because you have to abide by the Constitution of America, not the Constitution of the corporation for the corporation. Those days are long gone. They see the writing on the wall. I see a day, Mike, where you and I will be able to grow channels in the millions, and that day is not too far off.
I agree. Yeah, there's no question that's coming. One of the first things will be RFK Jr. coming in and basically shutting down big pharma from doing any advertising on any platform, just like they did with the cigarette companies. So take away that, and then they no longer have influence, and then those platforms can allow us to come back, and that's pretty much why they kicked us out, because we were like, don't get the shots, they're deadly. And they're like, okay, big pharma is like, get that idiot out of there, because they're going to cost us money. So they had to get rid of us. So, and that's still going on. So when Trump comes in, that's gone.
Yeah. So a lot of things are going to change very, very quickly. They're not going to bring in any outsiders like politicians. They're done with that nonsense. They're done taking advice from the, Hannity's, Sean Hannity's, whatever. The worst thing he could have done is listen to Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity is a effing disaster.
No doubt.
Okay. Right. So he needs his kids are going to have his kids are going to have a major play in how things roll out, who gets in the White House, who does X, Y, and Z. But I think the ultimate team, Donald Trump with Elon Musk and RFK, it's a trifecta on steroids as far as I'm concerned. Look, this guy wants to change the dirt. I know there's going to be people that will be working with RFK that are sort of like behind the scenes. They don't want to be in the limelight at all. That these are the experts. These are the triple PhDs, right? Public high school diplomas on how to revive the dirt, how to clean up the dirt, how to put the trace minerals back in the dirt and keep the trace minerals in the dirt so that we grow, healthy, organic, super organic foods so that we could see the nation's health turn around. When was the last time you saw people look the way they look? I mean, look at the pictures and videos of the 1950s and 1960s. Everybody was in shape. Everybody was skinny. Everybody looked healthy. Everybody looked like they could have a coherent conversation. Today, you go to Walmart, you're like in Zombieville. Right? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, we'd go to the fair or the circus, and there would be like this fat person that you'd pay to go see, and it's like, that's so rare, someone that much. And now it's everybody. You see those people walking the streets now. It's crazy. So many of them. Sad.
It's 10-year-old kids, 11-year-old kids, obese, 50 pounds overweight. 11-year-old kid, 12. What is a 12-year-old kid doing? How did we get here? Nobody asked the question. Nobody knows. So we got to turn it around. And I know that RFK means business. And these people are shaking in their boots. Why? Because when he takes the government down by 50%, and then he takes it down with the Department of Energy, Government Energy Efficiency, whatever, with that acronym that stands for Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin. The reality is, when that happens, there are people that are going to lose $400,000 a year jobs, $500,000 a year jobs that have been literally not even going to work, not even punching a clock. They go there maybe whenever they want to, okay? And they're collecting a big fat check for doing absolutely nothing. They're sucking off of the American system. That's all going to go away. They're talking about cutting something like $21 billion a month for starters. That's just like the appetizer.
Wow.
That's a lot of fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just getting rid of, I think eventually they will. The Federal Reserve, IRS is. I think you're right. I think it's already gone. That'll be completely gone. When you buy something, you pay tax on it one time, and that's it. No more, home mortgage. Yeah. And if you got a home, you pay one time, and it's not going to have to every year pay for that. That's all that's going away. It'll take a little time, but it's coming. So what do you think about?
I went to see the movie.
Matt Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz. That's a great pick. Absolutely, I love Matt Gaetz. I'm not sure I'm too crazy about Jim Jordan, but I like Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, I love him too. He was going to be an incredible attorney general if he gets there. So the word now is, and this could just be bullshit from the mainstream media, Mockingbird, media, but they're saying that Trump is not so confident in his Matt Gaetz pick now. I don't believe that, but we'll see.
No, they like to always spin the story. But here's the thing. I was in the lobby of the movie theater in Atlanta to go see this movie, the XRP Unleashed, or I think it's called something rigged now. I forget, they changed the name. But anyway, needless to say, great movie. And I'm sitting there, and I've met with digital asset investor and digital perspectives many, many times before in Vegas, et cetera, on different functions. And he's in a circle of people, and all of a sudden he leans over, he looks at me, he goes, Mel, he goes, how many things have you been right about? Literally, really, like he acknowledges that because his mother happens to be one of these people that believes in a lot of these conspiracy. We're not conspiracy theorists. We're conspiracy analysts. And a lot of times our analyses are spot on. And
I
so,
like that. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And so because his mother's telling a digital asset investor, hey, Mel Carmine is right. The IRS is out of business. And there's, we could point to the anomalies that are right underneath everybody's nose. But soon, in the next 2, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, I think the whole world will know what we know to be true. And I don't believe there's going to be any interruptions. I don't believe there's going to be the 20 days of EBS. I don't think there's enough. We're so past that.
I don't agree. I think we've already given all that information out. We have disclosed everything.
Exactly.
There'll be more to come out, but that'll come out in its own pace as people can handle it. Because I know there's a lot more that we could probably be sharing, but people just, it's just not, we're not there yet. Because I know you've talked about XRP as like a galactic, cryptocurrency. And that's just a little too far for people, but I totally agree with you. The more I look at this, the more I see things starting on, like that person said, what have you not been right about? It's like, what? You've been right about a lot of it. It's pretty impressive.
The XRP is going to really make a lot of people very, very wealthy. I expect a lot of people will be calling me as soon as it hits, $20. I mean, they go, my phone blows up as soon as it goes up, 5 cents, 6 cents. Oh my God, Mel! Like, hey, listen, call me when it goes up like $20. You know what I mean? Don't bother me with 5 cents.
So you're thinking it's going to go up that much? I've seen somebody like break it down. It's like I think you're right. I think it's going to go hit 20.
I think you'll see $20, $30. I think you'll see $20, $30 by the time March 8th, March 9th for the Quantum Summit turns around and is actually live. And I think we're going to probably get 15, 20,000 people joining us live through the live stream because there's only room for like 917 people. And after those are, gone, those seats are gone, they're gone. And by the way, you can't come to the event and just show up thinking you're going to crash the party. This event comes with wedding style food. And I got to hand in all the names of everybody who's coming like 2 weeks before. The very, very latest, February 20th, is going to be the cutoff day. If you show up thinking they're going to crash the party, I got news for you. I don't give a shit if you're my best friend. You're not getting into the party. It's not happening. They're going to turn you away. So if you want to come, get your ticket and just come, but don't think you're going to crash the party. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, and I can vouch that for your first event, that was exceptional. So I know that you're going to do even better. So I'm looking forward to it. I had a great time there. That was a great speaking event, and I got a hats off to you, man. Good job. Yeah. And
thank you.
I know you're an overachiever. You did overachieve then, and I know you're probably going to do this next one even bigger. You got Nino Rodriguez coming, my bro. I gotta be there, of course. We're going to be high fiving. This
is a celebration. It's really not a summit, because the summit was the first one. This was, I said, it's going to be a summit if we're still trying to get Donald Trump in office. But we know he won. We know that they threw the kitchen sink at him. They tried to kill him a bunch of times. They probably tried to kill him a bunch of times that we don't even know about when he's probably at Mar-a-Lago. They shot supposedly at his bedroom window. Okay, so the guy's earned his nickname Teflon Don. You know what I mean? Bullets just fly by him. He just keeps walking, keeps charging forward. Nothing can knock this guy down. He's amazing, right? So this is going to be a celebration. We have taken back planet Earth, period. End of story. We won. So everybody comes to the party. There's going to be a gala dinner. There's going to be dancing. There's going to be karaoke. I might even do a couple of Frank Sinatra and Harry Connick Jr. tunes. Yes, I could belch a couple of tunes.
If you do Harry Connick Jr., I would be impressed. I went and saw a concert with him a long time ago back in San Diego, and that guy he's got a great voice. So if you got a voice like that, I'm going to be impressed. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. But, I got a karaoke machine right here.
The tickets for the event, but you also have to buy the tickets for the dinner, the gala dinner. The
gala's separate. Yeah, the gala's separate.
Okay. So you got to get both those guys. The links are in the description box. So pile in right now before it's too late. Get that VIP ticket.
What is it? I'm sorry. Quantum Summit 1776.com. Quantum Summit 1776.com. We'll put the link down below. The early bird specials are already all gone, just to give you an idea. Right? I told my wife, I says, the minute Donald Trump is announced, the tickets are going to start flying. And sure enough, listen, the markets reacted immediately. Trump wasn't even announced, right? Trump wasn't even announced. And all of a sudden, the crypto market started to react immediately. Bitcoin breaks all-time high before they even announced Donald Trump was the president, because they already predicted, the markets were predicting ahead of time that this guy is going to win the presidency. And because of the leader that he is, boom, he's going to make a lot of people wealthy. A lot.
Yeah, I think some of that.
Go to the food. Go to the food section. Check out the food. People love food, right?
Oh God, yeah. Where's the food at?
It should be at the top here in the menu bar at the top left-hand side.
Menu and merch.
Yeah, that's probably the one. There you go. That was just the food that we sampled there.
Jeez.
Yeah. Click on some of those pictures and go through them. The food's gonna be very impressive.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Day 2, it's like the New York strip, scallops and shrimp. Yay! Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, I'm definitely so probably bring my team again, and we'll if that's okay, and then we'll oh good, because they had a great time. All your guests were like just incredible. So I had a great time shaking hands, talking to people. Gosh, what a great crowd. So I'm looking forward to an even bigger crowd. So that'd be great.
Much bigger crowd, much more organized event. The food is going to be right on point. We have a free pool party with hors d'oeuvres, with, again, karaoke and a DJ. So the whole thing is going to be based around the party. Yes, so we're going to have a few people on stage, and we'll bore you to death with myself and Michael Jaco. Absolutely. But the reality is we're there to party because we won the war,
Absolutely. Yeah, so that's in March. When in March is it? You have the exact date
March
yet?
8th March 8th and 9th, which 8 and 9 is 17. Yeah, we signed the contract on June 17th. No, I'm sorry, was it June? Not sure. I think it was October 17th. Yeah, I think it was October 17th. And we signed the contract October 17th at 3:17 in the evening. They were so happy that they closed the sale because we went back and forth so many times, literally 17 times, right? And finally they closed the sale. They had a bunch of confettis on the roof. When we left, they pulled the string and all the confettis came flying out. It was funny. This is the office staff at the hotel, so it was good.
Well, we have Michael Saylor, who's basically gone big in the Bitcoin. He calls it the king of crypto, and the rodeo drive of crypto, in the space, verse, whatever, crypto land. He has invested massive amounts of money in